Hi, this is Tara with your Happy Horoscope forecast for January 11th through January 17th, 2017. So, today is Wednesday, January 11th, and you are working with Mars and Pluto today. They're in a transit that's they're working together very cooperatively. And what this transit is going to do is it's going to put like your goals right at the forefront of your thoughts. Basically, it's telling you that it's time to do something about them. They're going to give you, and their energy is all about timing, and you're going to feel like a good sense of timing that's going to make it easy to make decisions and to start putting things into motion. The only little touch of caution that I want to offer you is that you've got the Sun and Jupiter are in a square. And you know that Jupiter is always going to push you to go as far as possible, well past your boundaries, okay? That means that you could find yourself taking on more than you're really able to accomplish well. And you could easily become overwhelmed. It's the kind of atmosphere where you feel like saying yes to everything, and then later on you're like, oh, why did I say yes to everything? It's just too much for me. You want to be comfortable. You don't want to attempt to achieve more than you are comfortable handling, okay? That's going to make the energy more positive. It's going to make you feel confident and positive about what you're doing and where you're headed. So just use that little bit of caution when you are committing to yourself and to others. Really think things through. Make sure you are ready to do what you're saying that you're ready to do. Thursday. So Thursday is a very, very busy day. January 12th is going to be the first full moon of 2017. The moon is going to be in Cancer. Cancer is a water sign. So you know it's going to be very emotional. You know that's probably where you're going to feel this energy the most. On top of that, the moon is going to be at the center of what's known as a cardinal grand cross. Think of it as the planets are in a square and they're kind of crossing each other, and the moon is in the center of it, okay? That's a lot of energy flying around. And the planets that are involved, they're in cardinal signs. Cardinal energy is very sporadic. It's like bursts of energy, and then everything stops. And then it's another burst of energy, and everything stops. So obviously, it's not always the easiest energy to work with, and you know, like I said, you've got a lot of intense energy. Here's the planets that are going to be in the cardinal square. You've got Jupiter. Jupiter is in the sign of Libra right now, so there's your air energy. Okay, remember, Jupiter is about expansion. It's going to be pushing you, and air is in your mind, so watch your thoughts. Then you've got the Sun and Pluto in Capricorn. That's your earth energy, okay? You know, the Sun is all about yourself, and Pluto has very intense, you know, rebirth, revitalization kind of energy, okay? So it's a good time to start thinking about practical ways to change things if that's, you know, what's on your mind, which it usually is at the beginning of the year. And then you've got Uranus is going to be in Aries, and that's a fire sign. Aries kicks things off. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac because Aries is great at starting stuff, okay? And you've got Uranus with all of its, hey, let's try anything kind of energy. So that's a really good, you've got a really nice mix of energies. You just want to be cautious about how you're going to use it, okay? Because of the way that the energy plays out, it will be easy to feel, and especially remember, we talked about how it's affecting your emotions. It could be very easy to feel kind of uncomfortable. You're emotionally and, you know, feeling just a lot of discord, okay, is the best word that I can come up with for it. You don't want to use this as an excuse to just give in to impulses, okay? That's what cardinal energy does. Cardinal energy is like, go, go, go. Okay, now stop. So it's easy to follow an impulse thinking, oh, this is going to make me feel better, but then it stops and you start thinking about it and you're like, whoa, wait, that wasn't right. Okay? You want to control this energy and make it work for you. And here's the best use of it for you for right now. You're at the end of the moon cycle. This is meant to be a time of reflection. It's meant to be a time to look back and say, okay, look at what I accomplished since the last full moon. Look at how far I have come. And look at it with a positive mindset. A lot of times we feel there's a lot of challenging energy when the full moon comes, because sometimes we feel as if we haven't done enough. And then there's a rush to kind of complete things. Don't feel that way. Look at what you have completed, and whatever hasn't finished, okay, you're about to start a new cycle. And plus you've got all this other energy that's going to help you figure out how to start that new cycle. Okay? Question yourself. Okay, this is a good time to think about your emotional and physical attachments. Think about, how are they supporting you? Are they helping you reach your full potential? Are they helping you make your dreams come true? Or are they maybe holding you back? That doesn't mean this is a time to end those things or get rid of them. Again, that's an impulsive move that you don't want to make right now. This is a time to think about, what can you do to adjust those things or strengthen those things and make them work for you, okay? This can be a really healthy day for you. And you can get a lot of really important insights. Just be cautious about how you work with the energy. Remember, stay positive. That's always the best way to look at anything. Keep positive and think, how can I make this energy work for me? And the answer will come to you. Trust yourself on that. All right? Now we move on to Friday. And Friday, so now you've had all this reflection. Now you've got the Sun and Saturn come along. And they want to help you say, okay, you know what, here's the things that I need to change. Here's the things that are maybe holding me back a little bit. They are in a transit that's going to help you get rid of those things that are holding you back. Help you find a way to work through those things that feel harmful to you. Okay? Then you've got Venus and Neptune. Not always the most grounded of planets, and definitely not the ones that you always want to look to when you're looking for things like self-control and discipline. But they happen to be in a transit that's going to be really supportive for that kind of stuff. So Friday is a good day to start making decisions, to start maybe not necessarily taking actions, because remember, you've still got the energy of that full moon, and you're still going to be feeling that impulsive kind of energy. But the Sun and Saturn are going to bring a practical element to everything. So you can start using that energy to make decisions, even if you're not ready to implement them. And I wouldn't advise that you do unless you feel it's absolutely necessary. This is a time to start building your confidence and start thinking about the stance you're going to take and the things that you're going to commit to, the new course that you're going to commit to that's going to help you to have a healthier and happier life. And you're going to have this practical energy to help you support that. Okay, so even though the energy is going to be intense on Thursday and Friday, it's really positive, it's really helpful energy for you. Saturday comes along and you've got the Sun and Neptune, and they're just sending you off into dreamland. You're going to have your to-do list and you're going to be trying to take care of practical things, and it's just going to seem like you're getting nowhere, and probably you are getting nowhere. That's because on Saturday you are supposed to stop. Just stop. Stop pushing so hard. Give your mind time to breathe. Give your spirit time to breathe. You want to allow your mind to go into creative places. You know, you need to give yourself that kind of break, and too often we don't do it. This is a good time to open up your intuition, open up your perceptions, and kind of nourish yourself mentally and spiritually, okay? Instead of just trying to push through the day and get a bunch of stuff done. It'll get done at a later time. It'll be fine. Moving on to Sunday. So on Sunday the 15th, now you've got a more like action-oriented kind of a day because you've got Mars and Uranus. However, it's still not the best time to be trying to stick to your routine or knock things off of your list of things that have to do. What this is a good time for is to start all those dreams and ideas and plans that came to your mind on Saturday. Now's the day to start figuring out how you're going to make them happen. You've got Mars, and Mars is actually touring through Pisces right now. So it's a much more positive counselor than it normally is, because Mars can be a little antagonistic. It's more like a fight, your way through things kind of thing. But while it's in Pisces, that's all toned down a little bit. So it's helping you to progress in a more, I don't want to say a more gentle way, but in a less combative way, let's say, okay, that still allows you to be forceful. And then you've got Uranus, and Uranus is just like, hey, let's try it out and see how it works. And that's the kind of thing that's the kind of energy that you want to use when you want to start turning those dreams and those ideas and those fantasies into reality. You've got the power to do it. The universe is showing you that you've got the power to do it. You just need to work with the energy and allow yourself to just go for it. This is an especially good day to learn how to act without a plan, without a strategy, and just go with your gut. Okay? If there's something you want, if there's something that you've dreamed of doing, this is your day to start figuring out, this is when I'm going to do it, this is how I'm going to do it, and the rest is going to take care of itself. Moving on to, what day am I on? Monday. Okay, so on Monday you're going to have two powerful energy sources. You've got Mars and its aggressive attitude, even though it's a little toned down while it's in Pisces, and you've got Chiron with its kind of passive, laid back, not necessarily laid back, but a little more, I guess passive is really the best word for it. Both of these have different attitudes. Actually, when I'm just reading this now, I wrote while these planets have different attitudes. Actually, Chiron's on a planet. So please, if you're reading these, I know it's not a planet. I just wrote too fast like I always do. These energies, though, even though they're coming from a different place, they're both going to want your attention, and they're both going to demand results, okay? One way or another, you're going to feel like fighting for something. You just want to make sure that whatever it is that you're fighting for, that it's something that is going to help yourself and help others. That way you're satisfying both of the energies, if you will, and you're making them work in your favor. Not only your favor, but the favor of the world, okay? Whatever you're going to fight for, make it something meaningful, make it something fulfilling, all right? And then finally on Tuesday. Tuesday's a good day to open up the lines of communication. You're going to be able to trust your own mind. It's going to be easy to communicate these, how you feel and your perceptions to other people, and everybody's going to be very receptive. So it's just a good day to express and receive any kind of important messages in a very positive manner. Okay? And that's going to be the week for us. Have a very exciting, happy, and a magical week, and I will see you in the next week.